Good morning, DCF Year 2. I'm going to go through your Sports Coaching Assessment 1 for you. We just finished the class. I'm extremely tired, but hopefully we can get through the next 4 minutes and understand what we need to do on. Okay, so Assessment 1, I'm in the Sports Coaching folder. Let me click this button so I see your view. There you go, that's what you'll see. Assessment 1, that's what we've got at the moment. I'm going to update this as it moves on. So let's just get the front sheet up and let's upload the checklist. I'm going to open this for us now, drag it across. So pay attention to the dates of submissions, but as I explained in the class, and if you've already forgotten, there are specific deadlines for each reflective task. This is the criteria you will achieve. We know this. So the Journal of Sports Coaching is currently undertaking research within reflective practice. They are keen to see if coaches benefit from themed reflection activities over a long period of time. For 9 months, you are to engage with a reflective account using Blackboard and will be paid upon completion. But let me please state that it's just a scenario. You will not be paid for completion of your journals. So task 1, on Blackboard, you will need to complete the set reflection activities each month throughout the course. This includes different themes and topics to explore and will always result in developmental targets set by yourself. So what that means is I will give you the thing to think about and to talk about, and you'll finish with specific bullet points to then go and expand upon. There's no word limit as such. Really, I don't want to say do 200 words and everyone provides 200 words. But if you don't provide sufficient evidence, you'd have to reattempt it. The reflective journal deadlines, which I'll go through in a minute even, must be met. Otherwise, a limit will be placed on grade. So if you don't achieve the target grades, target deadlines, you'll only gain pass. The title of each reflection should be the ones I've given. So for example, target reflection 1 here, that's going to be your title, so I know who it is and which one, and it's all in order then. And they are located in the additional guidance information, which I'll go through in a minute. You will need to submit your front sheets for the VLE, so Blackboard, on the day of the deadline, so for me to initiate your final grade. Based on your reflections of this given time period, you need to create a development plan for your future coaching practice. So that means just a little table based on these bullet points we've been using throughout, or developmental targets is the term I used, and that will fit into a long-term plan with SMART goals. So here are the themes for reflection. Coaching overview. What are my experiences of coaching, both as a coach and participant? That needs to be complete by the end of September 2013. So in this one, and at this stage I will say pause if you need to make notes, rewind, etc., because I'm going to briefly go through each reflection theme this month. So tell me about the type of coaching you've done in the past. What level do you coach? How do you find it? What do you think you need to improve on? Do you enjoy it? What about coaches you've had? Maybe a number of coaches. Were they good? Why? Were some bad? Why? What would you do differently, etc. For October, you need to review a staff member coaching. So that could be me, that could be Toby, that could be someone from your academy's team, that could be someone from your local sports team, wherever, I don't mind. But I want a detailed review of how they coach, what they do well, what they do really well, what things would you do differently, etc. Or flip side, it might be a coach that you don't think's overly great, but I want you to tell me why. And in November, it's how do I assess during my session, and that will build into our classroom activity. So we'll be looking at the use of questioning, observations, etc., etc. Number 4, how can I plan my session better? So again, we'll be looking at not only making the session plan, but where do you get your resources from? Because it needs to be somewhere if you want to develop your coaching where you have a source of support. During January, you'll review a peer coaching. So you'll watch someone else deliver a session. Probably be easiest to do that at the secondary school, but it's open to flexibility if it needs to be. And you'll just talk about what your peer did. You'll name them, say what they did well, and just kind of like an observation. For February, you'll gain peer feedback on your session that you deliver. So you can see how January and February will kind of match up. You might do both in January, that's fine. You might do both in February, that's fine. But by the end of it, both need to be complete. 7, how did my coaching session go? And you're going to talk about planning, you're going to talk about the delivery after, etc. A detailed review with targets, and then at the end, as we said, we're going to create an action plan with SMART targets. Now feel free to add any more in, add any notes, etc., etc., as we move on throughout the unit. I put here, you've got a month, so make sure you take time to reflect on each topic. Maybe make a little mind map or notes, etc. Pick somewhere where you've got a bit of time to do it. It'll be a lengthy process. It won't just be a 5 minute. Dave Cousins said it will, so there you go. Just to confirm, it'll be a lengthy process. So make sure you give it the service it needs. Let me go through the checklist to make sure I haven't personally missed anything out, like you should be doing as well. So when you add the journals in, you've got the titles in there as well, completed on time, and then it's just a breakdown of each. Just a reminder to upload the assessment front sheet, and then some guidance for merit and distinctions as well. You can really see that there needs a depth to your reflection in order for you to gain distinction. Let me just show you where the journals are. So I was just saying yes to going to lunch with Dave Cousins, and let me get back on track. So sports coaching journal. So all you're going to do is click through here, click create journal entry, and it's set up so no one else can see your journal entries, only me. So title is going to be, for example, week 1 overview of coaching, etc. And then here's going to be where you type in your message. If it was me, I'd write it on Word and cut and paste it in, but you can just type it in here straight away when you finish. You'll submit it here. I'm not going to post an entry here, and then I'll get a different view and be able to view it. Okay, so all the best.